Good afternoon. My name is Sammy, and I'm going to talk to you today about the impact of field trips and how we go on field trips daily and how they affect us in our daily lives. First of all, real-world learning is a big component of field trips and how they can allow students to relate to learning in the real world. So this is just taking what you learned in the classroom and applying it when you go out in your daily lives. For example, you learn how to be polite and talk to people and how you need to go the right way. But if you're never in a situation where you have to, then it'll never be useful to you. A website once said that performance field trips not only have the potential to develop aesthetic appreciation in students, but they can also develop background knowledge and oral vocabulary which improve reading comprehension. This is saying that going out in the world and applying yourself, it affects your performance in the classroom as well as your daily life. I have went through this many times in my lifetime, the short one that it has been, but I see how the field trips affect me personally. Connecting to society outside of the academic society as well. When you go out and you're put in a situation where you have to apply yourself and learn as you go and just be on your feet all the time and be ready for changes, it just improves your thinking and it widens your horizons, I guess would be the way to say that. Another website once said that field trips provide students with a window into the real world that they don't get inside of the classroom. They allow students to see, observe, and experience important parts of their education, helping students make a real-life connection that doesn't always happen inside of a classroom. Now, I have always been inside of classrooms where I'm taught one way by a teacher. And I'm not saying that they are closed-minded. They know how they believe and they know the best way to teach. But that may not be the best for their students. So when you go out into the real world and you are put in a situation where you see many different people of different cultures and beliefs, that is when you can apply the stuff that you have learned inside of a classroom. Right now, currently, I'm enrolled in a Medicaid, an M&A class, which is becoming a certified nursing assistant. I've learned all about caring for my patients and just how to approach them and what to say and what not to say. Well, recently we have started clinicals, which is actually going out into the nursing homes and helping them in their daily lives, and it's completely different than it is in the book. I mean, you keep in mind the basic rules, but it's a lot different doing it in person instead of reading it. And I just feel like I wouldn't get that if I didn't go out and do the clinicals myself and talk to these people, because your day really is brightened when you talk to people who care about you and you can see it in their faces, and you can't really teach that in the classroom. But field trips, they also have an academic impact. They give you a break in the routine, and they just sitting in a classroom every day, same people, same seats, same friends, same time, they don't change your setting at all. As I'm sitting in your classrooms and it's the same every day, I find myself straying from the teacher and not really listening and giving him any attention or her any attention. And I feel like I'm a robot going through the motions. I don't let it sink in. I don't think about it. While I'm at school, I think about it. But as I'm out of that classroom, I don't pay another attention to it until the next day. And I just feel like a break from routine every now and then it'll bring me back, and so that I can listen to the teacher as they go throughout their lessons and lectures and everything else. And studies have shown that test scores go up in schools that go on field trips every now and then, and it just increases their learning capabilities because their horizons are widened by these field trips. Thank you for listening to me Have a great day. Is there any questions? Okay.